Welcome to my channel, Farmer Training Solutions. So today I'll be talking about the Allied Health Professionals Act, Chapter 268 of the laws of Uganda. Now, the Act commenced in 1986 by an Act of Parliament, and it is to provide for regulation, supervision, and control for the allied health professionals, and to provide for establishment of the council to register allied health professionals. What are the functions of the council? To regulate the standards of all allied health professionals, to regulate the conduct of the allied health professionals and exercise disciplinary control over them, to approve courses for study, to approve and supervise and regulate the training institutes for different categories of allied health professionals, to approve the qualification awarded by different institutes in respect to the different categories of the allied health professionals. Now, all this information is available in the Act, so you can refer to it for more information. It supervises the registration of all allied health professionals and the publication of their names in the Gazette. Now, if you go on the allied health professionals website, you can see all allied health professionals are there. I don't know why pharmacists do not have one, but the allied health professionals have that well-organized list. And of course, advice on any other matter relating to the allied health professionals. The composition of the council, it includes the chairperson, who is a senior allied health professional appointed by the minister. Of course, we have a representative or Director General of Health Services, Assistant Commissioner of Health Services responsible for allied health professionals, one person representing each of the following cadres: pharmacy, medical laboratory, technology, dentistry, clinical medicine, physiotherapy, orthopedic technology, public health, and radiography. We have a representative from Medical and Dental Practitioners Association, and one from Nurses and Midwives Council, and all other faculties in universities established by the Ugandan law, and a representative of the National Drug Authority. Of course, they hold office for over 3 years and are eligible for reappointment. Of course, no one is elected on the council unless he has been declared bankrupt, or he has been convicted of an offense involving moral turpitude, or is unable to perform a function. If you have a medical problem, if he has been disqualified under this act or any other act. Now, there are different advisory boards of the council. I don't know if you know about them. We have the dentistry board, we have the medical clinical officer board, pharmacy board, and pharmacy medical laboratory board, orthopedic board, public health board, radiography board. So all these are indicated for the different allied health professionals. They advise the council regarding to their profession. Now, I will jump to the secretariat, because the registrar, who is appointed by the Health Service Commission to among the allied health professionals, is the head of the secretariat. The functions of the registrar. One is to keep and maintain the register of all allied health professionals. So this one, it is on the website. Make necessary alteration and correction in the register. Now, if the council decides to remove a name of a professional, they tell the register to remove the name or change the spelling. To remove any allied health professional from the register, inspect and have full access to all, on behalf of the council, to all allied health units licensed under this act, perform any other duty as may be directed by the council. Now, of course, the registrar is the secretary to the council during their proceeding, and then who records the minutes. Now, the funds of the council, we have money from Parliament, we have donations and gifts, fees paid by the members, and of course any other money which may come to the council. Now, registration of all allied health professionals. This one, it will be in bits. Then first talk about recognition of training institution. Now, the council may approve the entrance requirements and curriculum, and where possible, the professional standards exhibited by persons holding qualification of training, awarding, and qualification and recognized institutions and qualification awarded by those institutions. Of course, the council approved these training institutions. Now, you may be in a school which is not registered, or in the process of registering. Ensure that you're in a school which is registered. And of course, this list is published in the Gazette, and the council may withdraw the license of a school in case it doesn't fall within the quality assurance guidelines. It also approved the courses of study in all the institution, the allied health training institution. The new one is certificate in pharmacy, eligibility to register with allied health professional. So after you have trained in these institutions, how do you register? Of course, if you are holding a qualification awarded by any recognized allied training institution, you will be eligible to be registered by the council. Or you are a degree or bachelor holder in the discipline of allied health professionals as stated by the law, or a certificate or diploma holder in the discipline, or you are from allied, you are registered in other countries. Also, you may be registered in Uganda, but this one you have to first undergo some scrutiny. How do you apply? Of course, you apply in prescribed form. Any person who qualifies to be registered as allied health professional may apply to the council for registration. If the council is satisfied and eligible, shall authorize the register to enter the person's name in the register. Now, this application in prescribed form can be done in the regional offices of this allied health council. You don't need to travel to the head office in Kampala. You can do it within the regional offices. If you have a accompanied proof of qualification and you have paid the prescribed fees. So now the register on the Allied Health Act includes the following: the name of the person, of course, enter the name, his address, contact, date of entry, qualification and additional qualification, and any other particulars. Now this one is on the, it can be in the Gazette or, as I've said, on the website. Certificate of registration. On registration of an allied health professional, the registrar shall issue to the person registered certificate of registration in a prescribed form, sealed with a seal of the council. However, you can be removed from register at any time. Of course, this is after you've been convicted of any professional misconduct by this act or in the courts of law, or suspended from practice. You can be removed from the register. And your name may be restored after removal. Of course, they may suspend you for some maybe 2 years, 1 year, or 5 years. After that, your name is put back in the register with caution after you've paid the fees. And of course, you have to be deemed fit. Now, licensing and registration for practice. Now, these allied health professionals, they can engage in practice. For the dispensers or the pharmacy technician, they should manage drug shop, compounding, dispensers to manage drug shops, compounding, and preparation of, as may be approved by NDA. Now, compounding, here it means that at least a pharmacy technician can engage in starting of a hand sanitizer company, because we teach you these things. A medical clinical officer shall be medical clinical officer to manage some common health problems approved by between the council and the medical and dental practitioners council. The laboratory technologists to manage the laboratory services. Now, even all other health professionals, the orthopedics, and any other professional. Now, if you are caught practicing without a license, it is prohibited and you can be prosecuted is an offense. Now, the disciplinary provisions of the Allied Health Act. Now, of course, the disciplinary committee consists of a chairperson, which is appointed from among its members, 3 members of the council from among its members, and 1 person from that field, because this committee is not permanent. If you're having a disciplinary case of a clinical officer, we're having a clinical officer on board. If he is a pharmacy technician, you have a pharmacy technician on board. You have an advocate, less than 5 years of practice, and registrar shall be the secretary. Now, let me briefly talk about the penal code, because the penal code is not taught, but ignorance of the law is no defense. Now, the penal code talks about intoxication, adulteration of drugs, and medical preparation, supply of drugs, or to procure for abortion, dispensing, supply medicine that that are dangerous to the patient, assault of other healthcare professionals, theft of drugs which is punishable by over 10 years, causing financial loss, embezzlement, smuggling. As I've said, in smuggling, you may do it directly, but you may be caught up in the act by buying drugs which are already smuggled, and when NDA inspectors come to the facility, they find those drugs, you are taken in police, causing death. And of course, the criminal law is enforced by police and other organs. And if you break the penal code or the criminal law, you're first acted upon by the criminal courts, and then later the disciplinary committee will come in. Inquiry by the disciplinary committee, where it receives allegation and is approved. They institute a meeting, and then a meeting of the committee for the purpose of holding inquiry, and the section shall be convened by the registrar at least 28 days prior to the inquiry. They serve the professional with a notice, and of course he can write back, and of course all these ones can form part of the proceedings. Of course, there are very many things I may not have explained it very well, but it's good I'll try to bring about some of these components, and you can read further in this law. Other things are there, you can read further, and those are other presentations. And I remain Wilson. This presentation has been brought to you by the M Pharma Trading Solutions. Subscribe to our channel. You can contact us for any clarity. You can forward. And thank you very much.